video on that thing. Instead of bidding up like in an eBay war for some vintage sneakers, the seller starts with a high price and keeps dropping it until enough buyers bite. Once the price hits a level where there are enough bids to buy everything available, boom, that's the price everyone pays. So let's say I'm a baker and I'm trying to figure out what price to sell my donuts at. So I'm going to do a Dutch auction. Weird, but let's go with the example. I'm going to sit there and put it out there, prices, and once I can sell all my donuts at a price, everyone's going to get that price. So I'll start at like $10. I'll say, hey, anyone want to pay $10? Crickets, nobody cares. Drop it to $8, still too expensive for a donut. I drop it to $5. Maybe a third of the group says, yeah, we'll pay $5, and they'll lock in. They'll say, we'll pay $5. They make a bid. I go, you know what? I can't sell all of them there, so I'm going to keep dropping it. I drop it to $4. More people jump in. But once I get to $3, I have everyone in the room willing to pay $3 for the donut. So even the people willing to pay $5 or $4, they will all pay $3, and that's my price. So now I sell all my donuts at $3, and that's the right price. That's a Dutch auction. So here's how it works with Google. Instead of doing a traditional IPO, Google announced to everyone, all the investors, institutions, give me your best price. Give me the price you want to buy it at, and between 85 and 95. And Google started up at 95 and kept lowering it until they had a price where all of their shares are sold, like the donuts. All the shares are sold. It ended up being 85, which is the price people are willing to pay. So the problem is Wall Street doesn't like that very much because then they can't flip it out for a quick profit because it comes out at the price that it's supposed to be. Now let's talk about the treasury auction. They do the same thing. They tell all the hedge funds, the banks and stuff like this to come in and bid, tell them the price they want to pay and the interest rate they want to do. And then what they do is the government starts at the lowest price and works their way up until all of the bonds are sold at a price, and then everyone gets that price. Now, there are two types of bidders. Competitive bidders, where you put the price in. Those are institutions putting in more than $5 million. They're going to put in a price they're willing to pay and the interest rate they're willing to accept. Kind of they go together. And then that's what we're going to use. But we also have non-competitive, like us, normal schlubs, right? We go to treasurydirect.gov and say, hey, we want to buy treasuries. We don't get to choose the price. We just say, hey, we want $1,000 worth of bonds or $1 million worth of bonds, and we will accept whatever price they get. So again, the auction goes, all the banks and stuff bid, they say what interest rate they're willing to pay. We start at the lowest rate and we work our way up until all of the shares of the bonds are covered and taken care of. Then boom, everyone gets that right, both the competitive and the non-competitive. So this way, the market sets the rate, not the treasury.